Okay, so we're going now. Is that cool? You need to brush your teeth or anything? All right. Out here with James Yeager at Sacramento Valley Shooting Center, probably the premier shooting center in the Sacramento area.
Probably in California.
You think so?
It's really nice.
Is it really? Is there anything close to it?
I mean, there's a lot of good ranges in California, but this is really, it really is nice. I've been all over the world. This is a great range.
We like it. All right, that's good for Sacramento Valley Shooting Range. They'll love that. You're teaching fighting pistol? You just got through doing 2 days of fighting pistol?
Fighting pistol, fighting shotgun.
And fighting shotgun. I think this is the first time that you've been out here at Sacramento actually teaching. Is that correct?
No, not at
Really?
all. We've been out here for...
No, I mean you personally.
I mean me personally too.
Okay.
We've been out here 8 or 9 years. I haven't been the last couple of years, but I've taught on this range, like personally, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 times, but just not like, it's like a weird cycle. Like I don't hit every time, every place or whatever. But and I know I've missed you out here the last few times, but we've been out here come out here for a long time, and I have taught out here before.
Now, do they always stick you all the way down here on the end range?
Right. Mostly because
you're just too crazy.
No, mostly because our students smell funny.
Okay.
No,
that's the instructor.
They just stick us down here and leave us alone. We like that.
I noticed Dave Biggers when he said bang, he was doing a thing with a finger gun, and he said bang, and it was like a 4-syllable word. It was like a bang.
No, that's Tim.
That's Tim. Oh wait, did I get? See, I keep getting them backwards.
Tim's the one you can't understand. He's
okay. Yeah. All right. Well, it was Biggers doing it. I know that. I've been mixing them up this weekend though, so that's okay.
Bigger. Just remember, Bigger's bald. Bigger's bald.
Okay, I'll remember that. And taller.
Just Bigger's bald.
Bald. Okay, that's easy to remember. We were talking just a second ago, and I said, you made a point on some of your schedule this weekend to go. This particular course, like this is fighting pistol with James Yeager, so people know that you're here. Now, is that a big deal or not? I mean,
well, it's funny because like there are people that want to train with me like there's something magical, and I think that's because that a lot of training schools have like the main guy, and everybody else is like an assistant. Well, I don't have assistants. I just have either guys that can cut it or can't. My instructors are fantastic, and anybody that's trained with my crew can tell you that they are. And
I agree with that. Absolutely.
And the funny thing is, like the people say, well, we want you guys to come out here and train, and we were hoping it would be you, but maybe we sent like Jay and Tim, right? And then inevitably the next year when they want to host us again, they ask for Jay and Tim again. Mm-hmm. So I know that the guys are doing a great job.
Well, I've been watching you do some instruction here, and I'm not sure if it's any better.
It's not. What's different about me is I'm not afraid to hire people that are smarter than me or better than me. Mm-hmm. And I've said it in front of the class down here. Any one of the guys, we're like this Bad News Bear kind of crew. Any one of the guys that work for me could have their own school, but they don't have like the things I have, like a Maryland.
And Maryland does keep things running,
right?
Absolutely.
So if they had a Maryland, they could do it themselves. But so what I'm trying to say is, when you train with my crew, you're not training with like second-rate guys that just couldn't cut it. You're really training with grade A instructors that just for whatever reason want to do it as a team with us.
Yeah, I agree. I've never been disappointed because you haven't been here. I hope you don't take that personally.
Oh no, I don't. That makes me feel good because the proof is in the pudding, and our pudding is the curriculum. Mm-hmm. And if the curriculum is delivered like it is written in the manual, which it is, then I know that there's going to be a good product coming out the other side. It doesn't matter who delivers it.
Mm-hmm. Now, we talked a little bit about curriculum earlier when we were having a group discussion out there, and I noted that like you're one of only a couple of schools out there, for people that aren't familiar with tactical response, that what you teach is fairly unique. Sometimes you get crap about that, but it's how would you I'll give you how I describe it, and then you tell me where I'm right or wrong, or whether you think it's better. It's like it is everything that has high survival value, like stripped down and hot rodded, and no BS. Just this is what works. Leave everything else out. Is that a good way to put it? Or
yeah, in motorcycle terms, it's a rat bike.
Okay,
but yeah, we don't like any frills or fluff. Flashy gun handling doesn't win gunfights, and we try to distill it down to its simplest form. Now, having said that, we do not treat our students like they're stupid. Mm-hmm. Like we don't. We imagine that every student that shows up is intelligent and motivated, and they can keep up with the pace of the class. we simplify the terms because that's the easiest to understand for everybody. But the curriculum, hopefully you can attest to, is not dumbed down.
No,
it's
not.
simplified. There's a complete difference in those two things.
Mm-hmm. All right, good. And you stole my last question. I was going to ask you about people that say that it's dumbed down or that it's lowest common denominator. I've never gotten that impression. It's just, like I said, supercharged, stripped down, no frills, that kind of thing.
Well, here's the thing. When CIA, when DIA, when Delta Force, when SEALs, when SF come through our classes and they say, man, this is good stuff, that's all I need.
That's all you need. And the check. The check is good.
Well,
All right, so you're doing fighting pistol today, fighting shotgun the next couple of days. Where are you headed from Sacramento?
Well, we are continuing with Ammo Nation. If you guys aren't familiar, it's our little documentary series that we did last year. We're continuing with season 2, and this one without a Kickstarter. We're doing it just on our own dime, and we got some cool stuff we're trying to do. Some Hollywood gun stuff that we're trying to line up that would be, I think, really interesting.
Yeah, you don't want to go around to gun ranges and do that.
Oh no,
that would be boring.
Well, but it's funny because people watch them go, I wanted to see more shooting, and Ammo Nation never was about shooting. It never was, and
Right.
if we can do that whole series and never be a shot fired on it, that's what I want.
Awesome.
But we got some neat stuff planned for that. So we're going to try to hit a few stops on the way home and stuff like that. We drove out and here's what's funny. We drove out here, 32-hour drive. We drove out, me and my camera guy, and there are people that live like in East Tennessee. I live in West Tennessee that won't drive across the state to take a class. And I'll drive to California to teach one, but they won't drive across the state to take one.
Every time I'm in a class here in Northern California, because you haven't done as many in Southern California that I've seen.
Now, we've done a bunch.
There are always people that are driving it's like they're going to Disneyland. They made the 6-hour drive.
But there are people here from LA that don't know that we teach. We got classes coming up in April in LA.
Maybe they just wanted to train with better weather, because I've done the class when it's like 103 out here, and it's not. It's a different kind of class. Anything else you want to say?
Man, no. One thing I'll say about California shooters is, by the time you guys get here as Californians, by the time you get here, I realize the adversity you faced. I mean, not only the political stuff and the gun ban stuff, but it is different here. The culture is different here, and there are so many people here that had to convince their spouse to come here, or their mom is anti-gun, or their girlfriend's anti-gun, or all their co-workers are anti-gun. They can't talk about this when they go to work on Monday. Like I appreciate you guys. The sacrifices that you've had to make on a personal level, social level, to get here, and the grief you're going to take from being here, it doesn't exist anywhere else in this country. I mean, at all. There's nowhere else I teach that people can't go into work and talk about what they did last weekend, except for here. And it's I just want to tell you, California, I appreciate you guys for sticking up for what's right, and even though it causes you personal strife, you are doing the right thing. I just want to say thanks.
We're kind of behind enemy lines, and we've got a little bit of that attitude sometimes. I think in some ways we're probably a little bit more militant in actually doing stuff.
Right.
We give a lot of money. I was surprised to hear, I don't know how far we're going to field here, but I was surprised to hear when all the business that was going on in Colorado, I had an NRA lobbyist tell me, where all the money went to get those senators and those assemblymen kicked out in Colorado that went behind that legislation? It all came from California. You could take the entire rest of the country, including Colorado, and more money came in from California gun owners than anywhere else.
But the problem is, it's the Californians that escaped California.
Oh, yeah, the crazy one.
And went to Denver.
I got you.
So that was kind of your bill to pay.
Yeah. They got the same thing going on in Oregon right now. Believe me, I hear that.
Dude, they fucked up Austin. California's fucked up Tucson.
Yeah.
Goddamn. But in the South, we have Yankees.
I don't know I don't have to call it out here. The stupid Californians. All right. Well, I think this interview is good all by itself. But it's good to finally meet you in person. We've been talking and stuff a little bit over the phone and stuff. And James Yeager, ladies and gentlemen, a true American original. That's Zombie Tactics for today. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.